Howdy seniors, it's Miss Sophie here checking in from UNT Trio Talent Search Office. Today's video will be on how to apply for colleges using ApplyTexas. Let's get started. Today you will learn how to 1. Create an ApplyTexas account, 2. How to start your college application, and 3. How to submit a college application. Now you may be thinking, what is ApplyTexas? Well, ApplyTexas is a site that has been used since the early 2000s to apply to most Texas colleges and universities. Okay, what do you need? You will need a computer with internet access, pen and paper. For those of you applying in the talent search room, feel free to use your forgot password sheet that can be found in your senior folder. You will also need your resume or e-profile. That too should be found in your senior folder. 2 more important things that you would need to use. Number 4, brain power. This exercise does require you to think. You will have to think about extracurricular activities dated back as far as your freshman year. And number 5, a positive attitude. That is something that we always tell you guys that will get you very far in life. So if you have these 5 things, let's move on. Okay, it's showtime. First, you're going to open the internet and visit applytexas.org. So let's do that right now. And this is what the site looks like. As you can see, their motto is explore, apply, repeat. And so what you're going to do is, for those of you that do not have an account, you're going to create a new account. And for those of you that do have an account, go ahead and log in. Those of you that have an account would include any of you that have taken dual credit classes and have applied to NCTC. So I will go ahead and use my current login. So as you see, once you log in, you have your My Account, application listings, your profile, and this is what you create when you initially create an account. It asks you for things such as your name, your birthday, your ethnicity, and all those things. And so once you create that, you will get a username. It is not able to be selected. It actually generates the name for you. As you can see, it is typically the last 4 letters of your last name along with some number. So once that is created, you will have this screen right here. And so for those of you that are wanting to attend 4-year universities and 2-year universities, you go ahead and start a blank application. And here you see a 4-year university or a 2-year university. And so today we're going to work on a 4-year university application. So click on that, and then let's go with Baylor University. And then all of you will be freshmen. Even those that have taken dual credit classes, you will be a first-time freshman due to you actually not having any college credit that's not dual credit. So freshman US, continue. And all of you will be starting in the fall of 2014. As you can see, they provide you the admissions address. You have Baylor University, One Bear Place, number 97056. For those of you that are wanting to mail anything to the admissions office, this is where you would mail it, and this is where you would call and contact them, as well as their website. Let's continue. Okay. When they mean first choice school, they're talking about your major. For example, if you are wanting to be an English major, your major will be found in the College of Arts and Science. If you're wanting to major in business, it would be in the School of Business, etc. So let's go ahead and do the School of Education. And I will go with business for my second major. You do not have to choose a second major, but it is highly recommended. And continue. And here is where you actually choose your major. So let's go with general studies and marketing. Continue. And then this lets you know you will have 9 pages. Yes, 9 pages to answer in order to complete the application to Baylor. The deadline is February 1st, 2014. So we're going to continue to my application. And so this is your application ID number. If you like, you can jot this number down on your pen and paper that you have with you, but it is not necessary to write down. So you're going to enter your social security number, then your birth date, and you answer all of these questions, and then you save changes. And as you see, if you do not answer something correctly, it will give you your error message at the top of the screen. And this message just tells me that it changed my address to comply with the USPS formats, United States Postal Services. So I'm going to go there and acknowledge and understand that and save changes. Here you answer your languages, your family income, and if you don't know any of this, you feel free to put unknown. This information is for statistics and does not affect whether you will be admitted into the university or not. So go ahead and put languages that you speak and your income. If you know it, go ahead and put it. Number of people in your household. And this question right here just simply asks if you are unable to participate in extracurricular activities due to having to work and help take care of your family. Okay, and this right here is asking you if you have any previous dual credit. So those of you that have dual credit, go ahead and put in your hours and talk with your talent search advisor or your high school counselor so that you are adding up your hours correctly. Also, you're going to put your high school in. So let's go ahead and find Gainesville High School. We're going to put Texas. As you see, you have to enter the entire school name. And that's why the city is not Texas. Let's try again. So Gainesville High School. And do you plan to graduate with an IB program? This will only pertain to students in talent search that are attending to Denton High School. If you are not sure, please speak with your talent search advisor or your high school counselor. And to determine Texas grant eligibility, remember that's a form of financial aid that you can receive once you graduate. Make sure you answer this question accurately and honestly. If you do not graduate from high school, do you have a GED? This will be not applicable for all of you. And then this is the section for the colleges and universities that you attended before. And as you see, there is an error telling me that I did not enter the information that I need in order to continue, which is my graduation year and month, as well as whether I was homeschooled or not. And so I am just demonstrating most of the errors that students tend to receive when they are filling out this form. They think if the question is not applicable to them that they do not have to answer it. So where is the homeschool question? Are you homeschooled? No. So we're going to save changes. And here, if any of you guys wanted to be a lawyer, a doctor, nurse, vet, physical therapist, or others, go ahead and select that or no. Teacher cert, if you are wanting to become a teacher, you go ahead and select what level. And these are all of the courses that you are taking your senior year. For example, if you are taking English 1301 in the fall semester, you will indicate that it is dual credit and you are taking it in semester 1. And so if you plan on taking English 1302 next semester, you're going to indicate that second semester and that it is dual credit. And then you go ahead and fill in all your other classes. If it's an AP course, please indicate whether you're taking it first or second semester. And we're going to save changes. And then here they want to know when you take your ACT and when you take your SAT. So let's say we took the ACT last year and we took the SAT the following month. I'm sorry, excuse me. And so if you indicate this right here, that does not automatically send your score over to the school. You would have to log into the ACT and SAT website and actually send your score from there. This just gives them an idea of when to look for your score. Okay, this right here determines what type of tuition you will be paying. And so if you have attended a public college university in the fall or spring, my answer will be no, because I did not indicate any dual credit. Have I lived in Texas for 36 months living up to high school graduation? That is 3 years. For those of you that have been here since your freshman year, the answer is yes. And when you begin the semester for which you're applying, would you have lived in Texas for the previous 12 months? Yes. Save and continue. And this right here is the section where you would need your resume or your e-profile. You will enter any extracurricular activities that you have participated in, any community or volunteer service that you have completed, as well as any talents, honors, and awards. So I will give you an example. Extracurricular organization will be talent search, and the description is college preparation program. And it is a local activity. I have been in freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. I am a member. And all of these boxes have to be filled in. You can't continue without having them all full. And I was not elected. And so let's say 2 hours out of, and there are 36 weeks in a school year. So go ahead and fill that out accordingly. And you will repeat that for any of those activities. For example, football, softball, soccer, extracurricular activities. Community volunteer would include, Habitat for Humanities, anything like that. Talents Award, Seroptimus Award, All-State Captain, UIL, any of those. And so what you're going to do is go ahead and fill that out. This is what usually takes the seniors most of the time in filling out their ApplyTexas application. So you're going to save changes. And then extracurricular week 1 is incomplete. That is what the area is. So let's go ahead and see. As you see right here, if you do not indicate an answer, it will not let you continue. So save changes. And this is any jobs that you've had. So that gives you 2 examples. Sack groceries, grocery store, 10 hours per week. And that's just an example. And these are the questions that you have for every university. They are institution based, and so if they are optional, they're optional. You don't have to answer. And if they're required, then obviously they want you to go ahead and answer them. And so you just go through it, acknowledge all the questions. I recommend you answering every single question because it may help you qualify for a scholarship or help you be admitted into the school. Just because they're optional does not mean to skip them. But for today's time, we will be doing that. So once you have completed these 3 boxes, indicate that you did not lie on the application. You have submitted all information to the best of your knowledge. And this one right here certifies that you understand the meningitis requirements and you will send in your documentation. Baylor has an honor code. Reverse transcript, yes. That way, if you decide to leave a university, they can send your information over to a community college and you can receive an associate's degree. Save and proceed, and you're going to go ahead and submit your application once you feel it is ready to be submitted. And then you have successfully submitted your application to Baylor University. Once again, here's the address where you can mail the information. If you have any questions, contact your talent search advisor or high school counselor. Have a great day.